Empowerment Podcast.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining. My name is Xander,
My name is Christina.
and Christina and I are both Avatar Masters, and we met years ago on one of the Avatar courses and have been on this self-development, self-improvement, self-empowerment path ever since.
And we love to talk about that, and we thought to take you with. And we have a very interesting topic today where we both know very well out of our personal life, and that is wanting to change the past.
Yep. Can you do it?
No.
No.
I
Short
tried.
answer. But why do we
Okay,
still,
bye.
yeah, why do we still want it though? Why do we still want to change the past? I think maybe for different reasons.
I can make an example where I remember that I wanted it. I had a relationship where it didn't work out, and um, then it broke up. And then I thought I can remember how long I still try to remember myself. What could I have done differently, and maybe it would have worked then. And so I tried to find the mistake in it, or the thing where I could have done something, or that I would feel differently at that moment because I
Mm,
felt very bad.
mm, mm. Yeah, so it was a way for you to try to change the way you felt in this moment.
Exactly. I tried to change the feeling in the moment by trying to change the past. Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. That is very familiar. That's
Mhm.
very familiar. I had it with I recently I needed to handle some financial situation where I didn't have the amount of money that I really wanted to, and I was working as a freelancer for a lot of the time. And as a freelancer, I had to plant a lot of seeds to get more clients. I was like, oh, why didn't I do more of that? Like also to change the feeling that I was having in the moment. Oh, I want to do something, but I don't have the money at the moment to change it. But I've dwelled a lot on that, but I don't think it got me a lot further to actually handling the situation.
So you were like struggling with what is.
Yeah, and definitely not accepting how it was.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, I guess it's good to sort of look back, and I remember Harry Palmer talking about manageable causes. Like, what are the causes that have led up to the situation we're in at the moment? Like, oh yeah, I could have planted more seeds, but I don't, it didn't make me feel any different actually. Because I was going at it from beating myself up and criticizing myself for not having done so. I should have done so. That was actually what I was.
So there is a difference between looking for causes and being critical or beating up. There's a
Yeah,
different feel for it. Yeah?
yeah, yeah. And I wonder what the intention from me was. If I'm critical, do I actually want to handle the situation? Or,
I'm very used to be critical
yeah.
on myself and others, and I think it brought me also somewhere in life. So like being very
Mm,
self-critical, like thinking always I could have done it better,
mm,
also was a way of becoming better, but I wasn't
mm,
happy
mm.
while
Yeah,
being better. I never could celebrate because I always found something where it was not perfect again,
yeah,
where I still could
yeah.
improve.
Yeah, and do you feel like being critical on self, others, that has brought you forward? I know that for myself too, and I'm just curious. Do you feel that's brought you further?
Yeah, as I connected becoming better with certain things like work, or let's do our basic example,
Mm,
sports, yeah.
mm, Yep, yep.
um, or anything else in life where you think like I want to become better. Maybe you are better, but you don't feel like that. And I
Mm,
explored why I don't feel better, even if I have improvements. And I
mm,
think we connect. Sometimes we lose the sense of improving, and that's maybe also this toxic thing people talk about, the toxic self-development
mm,
um, area, where
Mm.
you are never satisfied with yourself
Yeah.
because you always need to explore and
Yeah.
improve, and
Yeah.
it's never
Yeah.
good enough because
And we're
it's
talking about
yeah,
exploring, but we're actually like beating ourselves up and making ourselves wrong. What if we did what we should have done right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's what I learned. I don't know what you say about it, but I think it's a misunderstanding about personal responsibility.
yeah, yeah,
We think
yeah,
it is taking responsibility and making it better, but criticizing ourselves, it's not that we sometimes learn what we had to learn. When I only see that was wrong and I
yeah,
was wrong and I did
yeah,
it bad, then I'm afraid of doing it again. But maybe I
yeah,
didn't understand fully what I did wrong. I
yeah,
don't want to experience it again.
yeah,
I try to avoid it.
yeah,
I don't want to, do it another time, but I
yeah.
don't really know what to do.
No,
And personal responsibility is for me something where I learned, where I see, oh, now I get the picture. It does not have to do something with seeing something as wrong. Sometimes you see the sense why you did things like you did them, and now you know better and do
yeah,
better.
yeah,
How do
yeah.
you see that?
Yeah, it comes back maybe to the idea that we didn't know at the time what we know now. So
Yeah,
we have learned, and I think being critical of ourselves, at least for me, it's not also acknowledging that I have grown. So it's even also not acknowledging that in the moment. Okay, I know now better. Let's change it for the future and not keep dwelling on the past.
it has a
Yeah,
lot to do with compassion, huh? Also
yeah, I
for
guess so.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mind is quick to find the error. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's quick
Sure.
to, and in others and also in myself.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really then, what you said earlier, really look at, but what actually was going on for that financial example that I was talking about earlier, what was actually going on for me that I didn't do it.
Mm.
So I should have done it. Okay, that's one answer. But what is actually going on that what was one of the causes that I didn't do it? And that was more that I was stuck in discouragement and maybe felt that I've given up and was making myself wrong for having given up. But if I see that cause that I've given up, then I can compassionately look at that and see if I want to change it. Well, I've given up on this thing that is important to me. Do I still want to stay in that situation or do I want to change it? Then it presents a sort of a choice opportunity where I can say, well, maybe not now, or maybe, yes, let's do something about it. Then it
Yeah.
becomes a lot more positive and empowering forward movement, I think.
Mm. Yeah. I wonder also with my relationship example if I
Yeah.
didn't want to feel the pain, and then in order to not feel it, because that
Mm.
would have, I mean, being full responsible for this is what happened.
Yeah.
I tried to make things change what happened, or like in the past, like going back and
Yeah.
always distracted me from feeling or helped me not to feel, or
Yeah.
to push the feeling back because
Yeah.
I had a solution for not feeling like that, but it didn't solve anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to find a solution for the problem of how I feel at the moment is okay.
In the past. Yeah.
Yeah, in the past, yeah,
Yeah.
like I should have done that and that, yeah, in order to change how I feel now. Yeah, trying to solve our way through our feelings.
Hmm. Yeah, that's something what we both have learned in the avatar training, and we still catch ourselves up
Yeah,
on the moment where we don't do it. But
yeah,
it's so life changing to learn
yeah,
that. And that quiets down a lot of mind activities and ideas where we should do, or where we like, it's
yeah,
really dissolving a lot of these ideas. And
yeah,
one of the results is that you make more peace with what happened, and
yeah,
you can look forward. I mean,
yeah,
it's really a application for what do you want to create next.
yeah.
Yeah.
In anything,
Yeah.
in job, in
Yeah.
relationship, in health, um, But the first thing is get to back to how is it for you really, and
Yeah.
feel how that is.
The honesty about the present moment, what's
Yeah,
going on. And yeah, that's our choice. We can
yeah,
create always out of the past, or we like do something new.
yeah. Which immediately becomes very exciting. Like
Mm,
if you feel okay, this is what I did, this is what happened for me, I've accepted that, feel it, and now what's next?
that's next. Yeah.
And
Because
it,
then, yeah, sorry.
yeah, and it feels very disempowering to want to change the past because it's in for me at the very least because somewhere I know, yeah, it's already happened. So it's sort of
Mm.
a go. I feel like I'm going in circles in
Yeah.
that moment.
Maybe it's also a fear to try again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we talked about that when,
Because then
yeah.
the big boss comes in my mind and is like, whoa, whoa, you did it before, and it is like the critical voice comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we talked about that.
yeah,
These concepts, we live in this world to be successful the first time,
yeah,
or that we are like um, that we expected already so much that we can't enjoy any process anymore.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, work to do.
What to do?
No, work to do. There's
Yes,
work to do. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and uh, and then it becomes not something that you should do, but something that you can actually do from your own heart, and then it becomes personal and something that I gain something value. My work is directly benefiting me, and then I can also benefit others more.
Exactly. Okay. So if you are interested in this topic and you can't let go of the past, whatever you do, reach out to us. We are experts in this area.
Of how not to let go, but also more and more how to let go. There's many
Exactly.
tools and exercises to do, and we'd love to share them with you.
Exactly. See you soon. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bye.